A Billion Dreams Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar Film Review. Film Review of Sachin, A Billion Dreams. Making of a Master. A cinematic tribute to the face of Indian cricket is a challenging feat. While this docudrama singles out a little master from a billion in revisiting his professional peaks, flashes of his personal life, how his wife Anjali proposed to him, his suitably awkward wedding photos and childhood pranks, render him like one among the billion. The film establishes Sachin Tendulkar not just as a right-handed batsman but someone who reinstilled faith in Indian cricket to a point that when his outside edges were caught behind, a billion heads would drop as the conclusion of the match was inevitable. Conversely, when he was in destructive form, even the world's best leg spinner or the fastest bowler were no match. But the only problem here is that manic Sachin fans are aware of all this and more, and for others, it barely holds much. Narrated by the man himself, accompanied by bites from teammates, family, friends and legends of the sport, this story begins from when Tendulkar was an energetic and notorious child responsible for many a prank such as returning home with a frog in his lunchbox. His brother Ajit noticed his keen ability for the sport and got him enrolled in Sharad Ashram School, known for their champion cricket team, under the guidance of coach Ramakant Tendulkar. Soon, Tendulkar was unbeatable and was selected for the national squad at the age of 16, the youngest Indian cricketer then. His Test debut in Karachi against Pakistan in 1989 was a preview of the master blaster he would go on to become. Pakistan's left-arm pacer Wasim Akram shares his first impression. "We thought, who is this school kid? We were sure the only drives he'll manage will be from the hotel to the stadium," he says with a chuckle. But following a disappointing performance in the first Test, Tendulkar went on to score 59 runs in the second, delivering on his potential for the first time in international cricket. And while the rest is history, Tendulkar's drives, hooks and pulls are showcased in parallel along with corresponding headlines in current affairs. India launches a missile in space, Tendulkar scores another ton. Milestones such as his tryst with captaincy, which was abruptly ended without intimation, surviving multiple injuries, Greg Chabb, the match-fixing scandal and even the birth of his two children define the various phases of his life. Being pulled down by his father's death and his own tennis elbow, which threatened an early retirement, present Tendulkar's resilient side and how he soldiered through his setbacks. All along, his brother Ajit and wife Anjali had his back, and surprisingly, at times of extreme stress, Tendulkar took comfort in Bapi Lahiri's Yad A Rahain from Disco Dancer, a track he would listen to on loop. A selectively edited interview footage in the film, possibly to ensure that one legend doesn't reduce another, is with Tom Alter when Tendulkar was being considered for the West Indies tour. Alter asks him if he'd have any trouble facing the West Indian pacers, and he casually responds with a ball comes straight onto the bat. Then, Alter goes on to ask him about various bowlers he's faced on the nets, particularly Kapil Dev. The film shows the 16-year-old respond with, "I was just enjoying myself." But a YouTube search of the interview will reveal that the little master describes facing India's foremost all-rounder as he was also very good. This retelling of a life less ordinary is measured, much like how Tendulkar responds to most deliveries. So controversies such as the match-fixing scandal have been portrayed without digging deeper and by sticking to what has already been reported. And while the various match footage seem like watching the highlights, every delivery culminates into something remarkable. It is one man's ability to unite a nation of more than a billion that makes this a documentary worth watching.